Welcome back to Days of Our Lives, where every corner of Salem hides a secret, and every smile masks a storm. The week of July 7th is shaping up to be one of emotional chaos, shocking returns, and deepening mysteries. Let's dive deep into the explosive developments coming to DOOL and uncover the truth behind the drama. As fireworks light up the skies of Salem for Independence Day, another kind of explosion is brewing, and her name is Gwen. Without warning or invitation, Gwen strides back into town, and her first stop is the Horton house. When DiMera opens the door, he's momentarily stunned. But it's Julie Williams who delivers the most visceral reaction. The sheer shock on her face speaks volumes. Gwen isn't just an unwelcome guest, she's a living reminder of betrayal, deception, and pain. Julie's eyes narrow, her jaw tightens, and yet, Gwen doesn't flinch. She offers a smug smile and says, almost mockingly, "Happy Independence Day." But her return is anything but a celebration. It's a declaration of war cloaked in charm. The moment Gwen steps through that door, the air thickens. She's not just here to say hello, she's here to reclaim power, and possibly settle unfinished business. But why now? Why return to the very people she once devastated? In a quick cut from the promo clip, we see Gwen kissing Xander Kyriakis. Is it a genuine reconnection? Or a weaponized distraction? Given Gwen's history, nothing is accidental. Her ability to manipulate with affection, to twist intimacy into leverage, is well documented. This move sends shockwaves through Salem, especially given Xander's strained relationship with Sarah. Could Gwen be exploiting Xander's vulnerability for her own gain? Or is she positioning herself between Sarah and Xander once again? One thing is certain, Julie won't stand idly by. Neither will Chad. Gwen's return marks the beginning of a dangerous new chapter. Old wounds will reopen, loyalties will be tested, and Gwen? She'll be playing every angle, smiling as the chaos unfolds. So keep your eyes on her. Because Gwen doesn't just return, she arrives with a plan. While Salem reels from Gwen's shockwaves, a far more personal and terrifying crisis begins to unfold, one that strikes at the very heart of the town's soul. Marlena Evans, the town's most trusted therapist and spiritual anchor, begins showing unsettling signs of physical instability. A moment of dizziness here. A stumble there. To the casual observer, it might look like stress or exhaustion. And Marlena herself dismisses it just as easily. But Belle Black, ever observant, isn't buying it. She watches her mother closely. Marlena tries to reassure her, "I'm fine, Belle. It's probably just grief catching up with me. After all, recent family turmoil has taken its toll." But Belle's instincts tell her otherwise. Something's off. Blood tests come back normal. Marlena uses them as a shield. If science says she's healthy, why worry? But that's when it happens. Marlena collapses. In a moment that stuns Salem, Marlena loses consciousness in public, falling to the ground as people rush to her side. Panic spreads. She's rushed to the hospital, and the entire atmosphere shifts. This isn't just stress. This isn't just grief. It's something deeper, and far more dangerous. Belle is crushed, confused, determined. She demands additional testing, refusing to accept, "We don't know," as an answer. And this marks the beginning of a new medical mystery, one that may dig into Marlena's past, her genetics, or even a possible external threat. Is Marlena hiding something from her daughter, or from herself? Is this a physical ailment with hidden symptoms? Or could this be something more chilling, something someone doesn't want her to uncover? Fans should brace themselves for a slow, emotionally charged unraveling. Marlena's collapse isn't just a medical scare, it could be the gateway to a larger story, one that forces Belle to confront not just her mother's health, but her own fears of loss, legacy, and truth. In a more private corner of Salem, a man known for flamboyance and flair is suddenly thrust into a terrifying reality, and he's not ready for what's coming. Leo Stark, the charming chaos agent of Salem, finds himself in over his head as he tries to care for baby Tessero. What begins as a minor frustration, a crying spell that won't stop, quickly transforms into a full-blown emotional crisis. The cries grow louder, more urgent, more unsettling. Leo, desperate and visibly shaken, tries every trick he knows. Singing, rocking, even bargaining, but nothing works. The baby continues to wail, and Leo's own anxiety begins to spiral. Enter Gabby Hernandez, who steps in with calm precision. She gently lifts Tessero, cradles him, soothes him with practiced ease. For a moment, the crying softens, but Leo's heart does not. Because in that moment, a terrifying question takes root. What if something's wrong with him? What if I did something wrong? What if I'm not enough? The idea that Tessero could be facing a health emergency consumes Leo. But there's another possibility, that the baby is mirroring Leo's internal chaos. Children, especially infants, can sense tension. And Leo, despite his outer bravado, is carrying a deep emotional wound. This breakdown becomes a mirror for Leo's own past. A past that, until now, he's been running from. That's why, in the coming days, he'll open up to Javi Hernandez, someone who may be able to help him unpack the emotional trauma that's resurfacing. But for now, all Leo can do is look at that baby and wonder, is Tessero in pain, or is he? This moment marks a turning point. For Leo, Tessero isn't just a baby anymore. He's a symbol of vulnerability, responsibility, and the unhealed scars of the past. Whether this is a health crisis or an emotional reflection, Leo is about to face truths he's been avoiding for far too long. While Salem reels from shocking revelations and emotional breakdowns, the 4th of July celebration brings a brief illusion of peace, a fleeting moment of joy, passion, and vulnerability. But beneath the laughter and fireworks lies a growing web of secrets and romantic entanglements. At the center of this emotional storm is Alex Kuriakis, who chooses this holiday picnic to make a bold and unexpected declaration of love. As the festivities unfold under the night sky, Alex pulls Stephanie Johnson aside. His voice is sincere, his expression unguarded, and in front of all the chaos of the past few weeks, he confesses that he's in love with her. Stephanie is caught completely off guard. Is this love real, or a rush of adrenaline brought on by the fireworks and summer air? While Alex's heart seems genuine, this public declaration puts pressure on Stephanie, especially with DiMera still lingering in the backdrop of her emotional world. Viewers should watch closely. A triangle may be forming, and someone's heart will inevitably break. Meanwhile, away from the adult drama, two younger hearts are experiencing their own moment of magic. Tate Black and Holly Jonas, whose bond has been tested by outside forces and their own emotional growing pains, share a spontaneous and passionate kiss beneath the exploding fireworks. It's romantic, it's youthful, and it feels like a fresh start. But longtime fans know, nothing in Salem ever stays simple. This kiss could awaken more than just feelings, it could stir jealousy, create rivalries, or set off a chain reaction that neither of them is ready for. In another corner of the celebration, temptation strikes in the form of Doug Williams III and Ariana, Ari, Horton. After trying to resist the mounting chemistry between them, Doug finally lets go and leans into a steamy kiss. It's impulsive, electric, but incredibly risky. This isn't just a flirtation, it's a ticking time bomb. Whether it's a secret affair or an emotional mistake, one thing is certain, the fallout is coming. And then there's Johnny and Chanel DiMera, who seem, at least for now, like the picture of peace. They share a quiet, heartfelt moment, locking lips and reaffirming their love amidst the chaos. But don't be fooled by their serenity. This may be the calm before the storm. With past temptations, unresolved grief, and lurking outsiders, something, or someone, could soon shake their foundation. The 4th of July in Salem wasn't just about fireworks in the sky. It was about the kind that ignite hearts, test loyalties, and threaten to burn everything down. While romance smolders across Salem, another kind of fire is being lit, a corporate war inside the powerful DiMera dynasty. In a tense and strategic conversation, Tony DiMera urges EJ DiMera to think long-term about the family legacy. With the DiMera name under constant attack, Tony insists it's time to bring power back where it belongs, into DiMera hands. But EJ? He's already 2 steps ahead. He unveils a risky and manipulative plan: infiltrate the Titan-DiMera alliance using his own son, Johnny, as a mole. EJ believes that if Johnny plays his cards right, gaining trust inside Titan while secretly feeding intel back to DiMera Enterprises, they can take control from within. It's brilliant, it's bold, but it's also incredibly dangerous. Johnny, whose loyalty has always been torn between family and his own conscience, now faces a life-altering choice. Does he become a pawn in EJ's ruthless strategy? Or does he refuse and risk fracturing the family even more? EJ frames it as a mission of honor, a family obligation. But let's be honest, this is about power and control, and EJ is willing to manipulate his own son to get what he wants. If Johnny accepts, he enters a world of deception that could destroy his reputation, his relationships, and even his freedom. If he declines, EJ may see it as an unforgivable betrayal. And let's not forget, Chanel, Johnny's wife, could be collateral damage if this secret war gets out. With corporate espionage now fully in motion, fans should prepare for a ruthless DiMera family clash, where every move is calculated and every betrayal cuts deep. Who will end up on top, and who will be left in ruins? As the week of July 7/11 unfolds, Salem becomes a pressure cooker of secrets, passions, and looming disasters. Gwen's surprise return has thrown old wounds wide open. Marlena's collapse has transformed a quiet fear into a life-threatening mystery. Leo's emotional breakdown over baby Tessero is pushing him toward a truth he may not be ready to face. Romantic fireworks are sparking new beginnings, and possibly new betrayals. And EJ's corporate plot may plunge the DiMera family into civil war. But beneath every smile lies suspicion. Behind every kiss, doubt. And just outside every door, danger waits. So we ask you, fans of Days of Our Lives, will Marlena's diagnosis reveal something darker than anyone expected? Will Gwen ignite chaos and destroy the fragile lives she's re-entered? Can Leo survive the emotional storm rising inside him? Will Johnny choose love or loyalty to a father who sees him as a tool? And who will still be standing once these secrets explode? Let us know your theories and wildest predictions in the comments below. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss a single twist in Salem's ever-shifting saga. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned. The drama is only just beginning.